Zonet chung kuate chibai ule Zonet chuan in voina hian khual dum tak mai kan na ya chu Captain Vijay Kumar Indian Navy Sports Control Board and Secretary nilai ania Indian Navy te hi Mizoram Football Association team tenena exhibition match khel turin Mizorama an lo kala ti chuan Zonet chuan he hun hirem changa la in Captain Vijay Kumar hi akom na hun kan han nei don ania ti chuan engani Mizo thalai te tana Navy lu thei na kong sport kal tanga khalu thei dan chungchang te kan han zo tanga tin Mizoram amu dan chungchang te po kan zo do ni. So Captain Vijay Kumar, thank you so much for giving us your time.
Thank you.
And so is this your first time in Mizoram?
Yeah, this is my first time in Mizoram. Today only I have come here.
So what do you think about Mizoram?
It's from what I have seen from my journey from the airport till the Aizawl town. It's a beautiful place and very neat and clean streets, very disciplined traffic, no honking, a very pleasant change from Delhi.
Okay, thank you so much for your kind words, and I'll get into straight into the question. And what do you think about what do you think of Mizo sport persons? Do you think we have a chance of entering the Indian Navy?
Let me tell you that I always knew that Northeast has got a lot of sporting talent, and especially in boxing, in football, basketball, there is a lot of talent here, and this is the first time that we are making an outreach to the Northeast, and we have started with football, and we'll be looking for some talent which can fit the present standard in the Indian Navy team. So there is a possibility that good sportsmen can always get into the Indian Navy.
So is there a chance for the Indian Navy to come to Mizoram for scouting in different sports?
Yes, surely our scouting teams are going to be here watching various local tournaments for any budding talent or any good sports persons who can make it to the Indian Navy teams.
Mizoram is a very sports-loving state, so every Mizo kids are there into sports. If they didn't play football, they played basketball. If they didn't play basketball, they played tennis, table tennis, or badminton. So, can you please tell us what will be the procedure for a budding Mizo athlete to enter the Indian Navy?
See, Indian Navy inducts sportsmen twice a year. An advertisement comes out in the employment news and all major newspapers of the country twice a year. So all the eligibility criteria for sportsmen has been laid down in that advertisement. The sports persons who are interested in joining the Navy are required to apply through that advertisement. Once their applications are received at Delhi Navy Sports Control Board, the applications are sorted out for their eligibility. All those who meet the eligibility criteria for appearing in trials are given a call letter and called for sport-specific trials at various stations across the country. Once all those who make it to the sporting trials, they are put through a medicals, and all those who make through the medicals and make it to the merit, they are given a offer letter for joining the Indian Navy.
So, do we currently have any Mizo sports person in the Indian Navy?
Yes, we have had in the past also and presently also. One person I can often remember is Valim Puya. He is a boxer from Mizoram. We recently had a boxer, Kima also, who was in the Navy for some time. Then he decided to leave Navy and shift to the professional boxing here, local professional boxing in Mizoram. Then in the past we have had two boxers, Reshma Colony and Jonathan, who have retired from the Navy and presently they reside in Aizawl only.
So you have a lot of Mizo boxers in the Indian Navy. So that's a good sign for us. So could you please give more information on how to enter the Indian Navy for Mizo boxers? Will they have will another Mizo boxers have a chance in that Indian Navy?
Yes, there is always a chance because our recruitment of sportsmen in the Navy is specifically talent-based, sporting merit. All those who win a medal at junior national level or represent their state in the senior national championships become eligible to appear for trials. So all those people who are excelling in from the Mizoram state and at the national level, they will become eligible and they can apply for joining the Navy, and thereafter, based on their performance in the trials, they will be surely given a call letter if they perform well there.
So correct me if I am wrong. I have heard that some professional footballers in Indian football, like Metap Singh of Mumbai City, Nikhil Pujari of ISL, he played in the ISL. These players are from the Indian Navy. How is that possible?
These professional leagues are conducted by various national sports federations in order to for promoting their respective sports in the country. Armed forces personnel who are sports quota entry also required to participate in such games to progress their sporting career further and bid for selection in the Indian team. Accordingly, there is a MOD policy, Ministry of Defence policy, which permits them to participate in the various national sport, professional leagues, which are conducted by their respective recognized national sports federations. So that they don't feel remain left out in the national sports scenario.
Okay, so do you think if a Mizo professional footballer wants to apply for the Indian Navy, can he apply for that too?
Yes, he can apply. If he is playing a professional football, he can apply. He will be allowed to participate in the professional leagues once he joined. Only difference is that once he becomes a part of the armed forces, he is a combatant and he may be required to perform the national duty anytime, anywhere. So in case he is playing and there is a national duty and he is required to attend to that, he will have to leave that and come. Other than that, whenever there is a normal scenario, he can always keep participating in the professional leagues. He will be permitted to participate.
Okay, so I'll get into boxing. Yeah. I have heard that you held a boxing fight night in Imphal. So is there any chance you organize that kind of event here in Mizoram?
Yes, always there is a chance. For the Manipur Fight Night at Imphal, we were invited by the Manipur Boxing Association. Anytime whenever the Mizoram Boxing Association sends us an invite, based on the schedule, Navy team will always come here and fight because it will give them a good exposure because Mizoram has really got good boxers. We would always like to have a fight with them.
So if the Mizoram Boxing Association invite you to have the fight night, you can come over here.
Yes, surely the team will come here and have a fight because finally it is a boxing fight night and it will integrate people better. The friendships which are forged on the sports field, they last forever.
And what about wrestling? Wrestling is a traditional sport in Mizoram. So, if there is there any chance to organize a wrestling event here in Mizoram with a wrestling association and Indian Navy?
Yes, it is also possible. Indian Navy has got a very, very talented sports team. People from the Indian wrestling team have been participating in the Olympics, in Asian Games. They have been winning medals at Asian Games, at Asian Championships, Commonwealth Games. They have been winning medals. And our coach of the Navy team has been the chief coach of the Indian wrestling team for 3 Asian Games and 1 Olympics. So we have a pretty good talent pool as far as wrestling is concerned. And if we get an invite from the Wrestling Association of Mizoram, we will be more than happy to come and participate here.
Ole kaka Captain Vijay Kumar nena kanhan titi dun thaya chu ania tuna kan soikha tlem zong han hril fia tai la chuta chuanin Indian Navy hianin Mizo boxer te po tuna omanom nuala tin lo om to te po an lo om thina ti chuan chuta chuanin he Navy hianin dan le dun an neya chuan dan le duna chuanin I national level a lo in lan to te senior level a lo in lan to khamines le junior level a lo in lan to te tan khanin I Navy a hianin adil theya ti chuanin kumtinin Navy hian sports quota in mi infia mi te an la thina ni ti chuanin tuna hianin Mizoram Football Association ne na thokdunin exhibition match an khel dona he huna po hian Mizo footballer a tha ti an nei ani chuanin Navy om turin an som dona ti chuan boxing fight night te po Imphal an buat sei ani chu Imphal an buat sei angchu Mizoram te po Mizoram boxing ho tu te min so mani chuan kan ti thereng an tia tin wrestling te po ni sela infiam sang team sang an ya tin an coach te hi Olympic te Asian Games te India ta na chief coach nia lo fe chuak to te an kol nual thu an soi boka chuwan chuan Indian Navy a hian Mizo thalai te tan thui takin kong a in honga infiam na tui te tan kong a in honga ni tia kha an soi chu ni a tin professional footballer kan han ti te tan po kong a in hong vek ani tuna hian Metap Singh le Nikhil Pujari chu Indian player ISL a khelar zualan ni an ni hi Indian Navy an nia ma se Indian Navy an ni chung hianin league khel an phal sakani chu tuna Indian Navy kalphung ania chu kan han soifia le lokani